Good day, my lucky nation, and welcome to this video about why you should go vegan and how I can simplify the process for you. Now, to make the transition easier from eating meat to being vegan, I know a lot of you guys are here for that. So what I did at first is what you should not do. I just started eating salads. I didn't know what vegans ate, so I was like, I'm gonna go vegan. I'm gonna eat a ton of spinach and kale and carrots and tomatoes. It was not the healthiest. I didn't have a lot of energy, obviously, because it was so low in calories that I could not sustain my level of activity, everything that I was doing every single day. And I could not sustain the muscle mass that I had too at first. My goal was to get skinnier but not die out of it. Don't make that mistake. Don't start eating just salad. So make your research on what is a good source of protein. Make your research on what is a good source of carbs, how you can combine foods. But for me, the easiest thing was that I kept my meals the same and I just substituted the meat with another source of protein that is plant-based. Lentils, beans, tofu, tempeh, seitan, edamame, quinoa, nuts, hemp seeds, hemp protein. There's a lot more options out there. Broccoli, mushrooms, really high in protein. Do your research on what you can replace your meat with and just start with that. So if you ever have your side of like, you know, sweet potato, you have your broccoli, and then like have some tofu. And you can just do combinations like that at first when you start off. And instead of snacking on processed food, just snack on fruit, snack on veggies. Veggies and hummus is my favorite snack. I live off hummus. Now, I absolutely love hummus. And the goal with all of this, obviously, is to be healthier. So whatever you're eating that's processed food, trying to replace it with a plant-based alternative. Obviously, there's a lot of vegan processed food out there, like Oreos are vegan for some reason. There's a bunch of cereals that are vegan. Some chips are vegan. There's vegan ice cream, which I absolutely love. It is my cheat meal every single week. But it doesn't mean you have to eat it all the time. It's not because it's there that you have to eat it. So to make the transition easier, look for alternatives for what you usually eat. If you see something that is not plant-based that you eat, like for example, eggs, there are egg substitutes. You can make egg scrambles with tofu. You can make egg scrambles with tempeh, I believe. And the easiest for me in order to get my protein, I just shifted from having whey protein to vegan protein, which was important for me because I was working out so much and I still wanted to recuperate properly, because if I work out and I'm super tired after, there's no point of doing it. A tip to make your transition easier: drink a lot of water. If you did not notice, you can also be constipated from eating too many fibers, not having enough water in your body. I've learned this the hard way. I'm sorry to share that with you. So you can be constipated from not having fiber and drinking normal amounts of water, but you can also be constipated from eating too much fiber and not drinking enough water. So make sure you drink enough water to make that body flow if you want. And the third thing is allow yourself to adjust. Allow your body to adjust. Be nice with your body. Obviously, it was used to eating a certain way for so long, and you're just making a shift towards having more fibers, having more nutrients, having more vitamins. Even though it is healthier, your body, it will be a shock for it. So you have to allow yourself to adjust. You can also make the transition easier, like cut out one day of the week every single week, and after 7 weeks then you're not eating meat anymore, or every 2 weeks or something like that. You can make the transition easier, or I just went cold turkey and I let my body adjust after that. And my last tip is use spices, because just vegetables on their own are just not terrible. Just quinoa on its own is just plain. So make sure you add some spices, some cumin, some chili, some salt, some pepper. My favorite sauce to put on everything is Bragg sauce. Bragg sauce is like the alternative to soy sauce, a little bit less salt, a little bit more healthier. There's also a branched amino acid Bragg. Bragg's the company, so it's like a big yellow bottle. I'll post it right here so you guys know what it looks like. Amazing sauce, tastes a lot better than soy sauce, and I just pour that stuff on all my food all the time. And that's pretty much it, guys. To be honest, it's not that hard. Just find an alternative to what you're used to eating. Like, the only thing that separates a meat eater from a vegan is the animal protein aspect. So if you just find alternatives for that and then you replace it, eventually you'll have like a normal meal. You have like some tofu, tempeh, some sweet potatoes, and some veggies. And then if you want to get fancy, you go on Pinterest. There's a ton of websites. Like, we're in the era of social media, of internet. Just go online, look for vegan recipes. There's a lot of cool things you can make. You can make some vegan patties, you can make some vegan tacos, you can make some vegan pancakes, you can make some vegan ice cream at home. There's so many alternatives to what you're used to eating that you can create that is vegan. It actually is gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make your body feel better. And it's also gonna make your body function better, which is the most important part. So guys, I hope this video helped you. I hope it's gonna help you make your transition easier to becoming vegan or trying to be a vegan for, I don't know, a week. Just try a week. I got my parents, which are like huge meat eaters, to try being vegan for a week. My mom lost a bunch of weight, my dad lost a bunch of weight as well. Fortunately, my dad went back, but that's fine. He tried it, he knows what it is now. If everyone wants to go back, he has the knowledge to do it again. And my mom stayed vegan like 90% of the time, which is really awesome. Slowly making a transition towards eating plant-based. And I promise, just allow your body to adapt slowly, and then you will see a big shift in your energy. Honestly, for me, it cleared my skin. I used to have like crazy acne in the previous years, and it's all gone now. And for all the guys watching this video, like muscle wise, it does not change anything. I used to eat 300 grams of protein every single day from like steak, chicken and stuff, and then I transitioned to being vegan. I gain muscle easier now. I'm actually in the gym working out, and some guys come to me like, hey man, like how are you, like those exercises you're doing are pretty crazy, you're pretty strong, like what do you eat? I'm like, I eat edamames, lentils, beans. They're like, oh cool, but you eat like chicken and steak, how much of that do you eat? I'm like, I don't actually. I eat like, I don't know, 50 to 80 grams of protein a day. That's all I eat. So if you fuel your body properly, if you give it enough vitamins and nutrients, your body will thank you, and it will grow, and it will be optimal. You'll be happy, you'll have a lot of energy. But of course, do your research on your own. What I'm sharing with you is my experience with veganism, how I made my transition, what I've learned in the process. If you want to do your own research, do your own experimentation, to be honest, because there's a lot of vegan diets out there. You can be raw vegan, so just eat raw foods. You can be raw till 4, so you eat raw foods till 4 p.m, then you eat cooked foods. You can be, they call it the starch diet, so you can just eat a lot of potatoes and starchy foods. You can be a processed vegan, eat a lot of processed food, tofurkey, bacon, tofu, Oreos, vegan ice cream. You can eat all this stuff. You can live on that if you want. You won't feel the best, but it will work. And what I found for myself was that 80% raw and 20% cooked food was a good mix for me. I mostly eat raw during the day, and at night I like to have some cooked foods because it digests slower in your stomach. So that's when I go to bed, and I let my body take care of it at that time, so I don't feel heavy during the day. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If this video helped you, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone that wants to try to be vegan. Share it out there to your friends if ever they want to try being vegan. Hopefully it makes their transition a lot easier. So guys, I love you all, I appreciate you all. Thank you, Lucky Nation, you are amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to join the family if you're new to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.